cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we about to chop it up. TCG, level up, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up, backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get.
1 second. I'm thirstier than a son of a gun. Get rich with one piece. All right, cool. Whew, man, what a day, what a day. What a long day of filling orders. Let me get some background music going for y'all. There we go. That should be good and chill. Yeah, so here we are. Another day, another stream. Man, I feel so much better than yesterday. Dude, yesterday I was running on literal fumes. Like, I don't know how I made it through. Like, I'm talking about as soon as I went to sleep, because I've been kind of obsessing over eBay lately, because the site that I went to, so what started this whole thing was the graded cards that I got back. I've been I'm just trying to see like what that does, having the card graded, what that does to fixing the wrong eyebrow. What having the card graded does to the value of the card or whatever. So I've been just trying to follow some of the cards that I actually have, that actually had graded, those three that we saw. Just trying to follow the trends for those cards, see what they're worth. And I found this site, because TCG Player doesn't do graded cards. They just do raw, which raw means, and I just found this out very recently, so I'm not trying to speak down to you guys. It's just it was a new term to me. But raw is when the card is not graded at all, right? So when it's not in that slab. But anyways, I was looking at a couple of different sites. There's one called Price Charting or something like that does a really good job, has a really good layout as far as like comparing what, I think it goes down to like grade 1 all the way up to grade 10, and they will track that, like any sales from either TCG Player, which again TCG Player doesn't even do. They don't even do graded cards. They just do raw or ungraded. And then it uses, I'm assuming it just uses eBay because I have never seen anything else. I don't know what else you would sell it on, maybe like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or some shit like that. But anyways, so this site uses eBay and tracks, the sales for PSA 10, PSA 9, PSA 8, whatever the case. And typically people aren't selling like PSA 8s or whatever. At least I haven't seen it. Maybe it's because I haven't really been looking for it, but typically I see like PSA grade 9 and above, right? So 9, 9.5, 10, and then some of the different companies have like higher tiers than that. Like there's a black label for Beckett. And then there's like there's another one that has something else, but I don't remember that one, and I don't plan on using them. I'll probably just be using PSA and Beckett. I mean, maybe I'll use some of the other ones at some point to kind of figure them out and see what they're about. But yeah. So, anyways, I have been kind of looking. I've been just looking at eBay to see like what people are listing their cards at, what cards are being listed, that kind of thing. And today I was kind of going through some cards and I saw a card that wasn't listed on this price charting. So a card that I had looked up before, because on that price charting site that I mentioned, God, I have got to do something about this McAfee. What up, GPD? Hope you're having a good night, man. But so this was a card that I know that I had seen, because I looked it up purposefully on this price charting, and they tell you what's cool about this site again is they tell you what the they tell you like what the let me just show y'all. I can show you better than tell you. I don't even have this okay. I'm just gonna look up a card. Let me look up the card that Alright, so let me see if I can. Give me 1 second. That's not what I want. This is what I want. All right, I gotta figure a way out to get that to work without me having to do this extra stuff. But all right, here we go. So this is the site. This is the price charting site that I found, and I'm sure there's probably other sites. I just haven't found them yet. I just gotta look for them. But anyways, yeah. So you go in here, and then you can find whatever card game you're looking for. Then you can go into the specific set. I just did OP-12 because this is just what I'm wanting to look at. And so, as you can see, these are some of the cards that I have. These two I've gotten graded already. I've sent 2 more in for these Zorojuros. And then I've sent in a couple of these alternate art for the Zoro Leader. And then I think there's maybe something else I sent in here too. But anyways, so like I said, a pretty cool layout, right? So you just find your card, and then it has all the, you can go to, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, yeah, I'm not super great with this. Okay, well, this is what I want to look at anyway, so I don't care. But yeah, you can click on the tabs, right? Ungraded, sold listings, all the way up to like the PSA 10s or whatever. And what's cool about it, so we'll look at the 10s. And what's cool about it is it, shows you like the date that it was sold. And they have, you can see this is pretty recent, right? 11/23, 11/18, 17/15, blah, blah, blah. And so what's cool is you can just go in here and, it takes you to that listing for the card that sold, right? So this sold already. So it's a pretty cool site. But anyways, the reason I'm going down this freaking rabbit hole is that I found some cards that aren't listed, and I don't know how they get the data for their site. I'm assuming like eBay has like some sort of API that they connect to, blah blah blah, but maybe not, because I was seeing some things that were sold recently and weren't on this site, right? They weren't on the site. So anyway, long story short, I started to follow eBay a little bit more closely myself, just because I'm trying to see, you know, what the cards that I have are selling for, what other cards that I don't have are selling for, cards that I've sent in to get graded, what they're selling for at the different grading levels. And so, I have one pulled up. Let me look at this. I don't think Fiend is here, but Fiend, he was talking about one of these cards that had gotten graded, and I think he pulled this same card, or maybe he pulled the silver version. I can't remember, but let me go back to that. Let's look at this one. Yeah, so this card was bid on. So this is a Beckett. This is from OP-12, Legacy of the Master, right? This is like the gold tier card, the best card. I don't want to say best, but this is like the most prestigious or the most sought after card, right? And so it's one of the what they call black label. So that means everything is a 10. So Beckett does this really cool thing where they give you your overall grade, but then they also have the gradings for how they get to their grading, right? And this one is what's called a pristine, so everything is 10. So it's centering, the corners, surface, and then the edges. Those all hit 10s. So not only is this a 10, it's a 10 pristines, and so they call that a black label. Right, so they give it a black label. Again, just kind of one of those things to add a little bit of prestige to their stuff. But as you can see, this was actually bid on, and you can see that it's a crazy amount. $11,000, jeez, for this card, right? So we'll see what happens with our cards, because I did send a couple cards to Beckett. When was that? Earlier today, I had some cards shipped out, and then I sent the most prestigious card that I've pulled so far. I had that sent to Beckett a couple weeks ago, and so the order that I did, or the level that I did, says I should be getting it back within like 20 to 25 business days. So it's been probably about 10 business days at this point, I would say. So hopefully before the beginning of December, or right around the beginning of December, we get that, which would be absolutely crazy. But yeah, if I get a black 10, I could sell it for something like this. Ooh wee. Yeah, but so that's just kind of a update in the life of OFA Tryhard / Eric. My real name's Eric, if you didn't know. But yeah, I've been going through. So I just typed in One Piece 10s in eBay, and I'm just going through like lists, like hundreds and hundreds of these cards to see, again, like what cards are selling for, what people are listing them for. Actually, the filter that I have on right now is just cards that have been sold, right? So they do it, chronologically. They go basically back in time. So they start with today and then go to yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Which is nice, right? Because we're wanting to see the most up-to-date information. So it's pretty cool just to see. And again, these are the values that the cards have sold for already. So giving us a bit of an update on that. Also, I have I didn't even update let me update my stream info. OP-13 boosters, a Riftbound booster. Hey, what do you know? It's the same stuff. Today isn't necessarily a quick version, so I'm gonna take that out because I'm feeling much better. But I do have some packs of the newest set for Magic the Gathering. It's Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah, so I'm updating my little doohickey here. Cool. Updating the stream info. But yeah, so a nice little. I was at Walmart today. They have FedExes and Walmarts. So that's where I was shipping my cards from, FedEx. And and since I was there, I went to their little card section. This Walmart card section absolutely is so trash. It's garbage. It makes me super mad because there's the next closest Walmart that I know of at least has a decent like a half aisle type of a deal, right? It's a larger amount of space, and this thing literally is probably like the one at the Walmart that I go to is probably like 3 feet across and probably like 4 feet high, if that. So it's just a very, very small space, and like it literally is just empty all the time. It is always empty, and they have every card thing there, right? So everything's kind of like in there. There's like the sports cards, and then they have some of the boxes they have there that they set the cards in are like one-piece boxes. So, but I've never seen any one-piece there ever. This is the first time I've ever seen any Magic the Gathering there. Like, there's literally never anything there. So I saw these. I was like, fuck it, let me just grab some boosters. I grabbed 4 of the blister packs, and then I grabbed this thing. It says 3 play boosters. I'm hoping they're just regular fucking boosters, because if they're like, because one time I bought my daughter something, it was like a quick play or jump start pack or something like that. And they sucked. Those were some horrible packs. So I'm hoping this isn't the same thing. I don't think it is. But we're going to find out here in a few minutes. Once we get this bad boy opened, it says that there's a bonus promo card inside here. Then I have Riftbound, like always. This is the last pack, the last loose pack that I have. I will probably open another box to show every day, and since I'll be opening 1 pack a day until probably set 2 comes out. What is that? I don't know how many packs come in their boxes. I can't remember. That'll be 20 something. So that'll get me through probably till Christmas-ish. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Maybe open another box. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But also, if you will feast your eyes over this way, I know we see a stack of cards here. These are OP-13 cards, but I finally was able to finish. Hey, I'm trying my best. Trust me. So I had those PRBO2 stacks that was just like, it was very, very daunting. I was doing everything else, getting everything else organized. was not doing the PRBO2s. Finally finished my PRBO2s, and I'm actually very excited about that because I don't have any loose boosters that I'll be opening anymore. I obviously have some boxes that I'll be opening at some point, but my inventory for PRBO2 wasn't as strong as I thought it was, right? Like it was halfway okay, but it was not as strong as I thought it was. And so I was going through organizing all my cards, and I'm like, I have 20 of this card, and my inventory says I have 0. And like typically, I would like to say I have 5 or something like that, right? Just some amount, but especially when I have that many of a card. But there was so many cards where I had, at least 5 of the cards, and in my system, my inventory, it showed 0. So I got that done earlier today, and since then, I finished probably about an hour ago or so. That was probably about an hour and a half. Anyways, and once I update some of the inventories, because the way I do it, I update 1 card, then I go back, and it updates my inventory when I update the 1 card. So since 6 o'clock, so between 6 and like 8 o'clock, so a 2 hour window, I got like 7 orders in, and most of them are for, I think all of them actually are for cards that are in the cards that are in PRBO2, and they're cards that I didn't have listed until today, right? So yeah, these are all Usohachis. Yeah, all these cards, except I think this is the first order. This first order. Let me go through it here. Okay, whatever. Fuck you too, first order. But anyways, all of them, and I think maybe the last order. I don't know what the fuck the last order has, but anyways, the so all these all these orders are coming in from cards that I didn't have listed until earlier today, right? So that's pretty nice. And so what I think is gonna happen is it's gonna start eating through my PRBO2 collection, which, you know, again, older collections. I have play sets of everything, so I'm wanting to sell everything that I don't have, you know, play sets of, get some money back in my pocket, and just get rid of the bulk. That's the most important part, honestly, is getting rid of all the bulk that I have. PRBO2 isn't bad. It isn't as bad as like OP-12 was, and OP-12 was so bad because I was opening so many boxes and so many packs and things like that before I was selling and before I was streaming. So I just kind of like got an enormous amount of those cards. I was at probably like 4,000 to 5,000 of those cards, and now I would say I'm probably at maybe 2,000. So, and honestly, probably less than that. If I would say between 1,000 and 1,500 of OP-12. So I've eaten away a lot of that, and then likewise, I'm opening and, you know, selling some of the bulk for some of the old cards. So for PRBO2 and then OP-13, right? I mean, I say they're old, but those are the most current sets. All right, 22 minutes. Is that all it took for me to start opening boxes, opening packs? So this is what this looks like, right? This is it says 3 play boosters here. Magic the Gathering includes a promo card. Here, I don't know. I can't even read it in real life. Let's see. Aang, Air Nomad. Oh, it's an Aang card. Okay, I thought it was like a Pokemon. It looks like a what is that Pokemon? The Rainbow Bird God or whatever. But yeah, play pack. I don't know. So we're gonna open it and see. And again, I'm hoping they're not the, you know, what I had gotten for my daughter that one time, because I would not be. Those weren't great. I only bought one of these. Why? I don't know. I should have bought a couple because I really like to keep stuff for like collection purposes. Okay, so these are just 3 boosters, and with cut lines. I don't even know what that means, dude. Did you just have like Gemini or ChatGPT come up with some cool words to say? Okay, so it says play booster. That makes me nervous. We'll see. 14 cards. I think these are just normal booster packs. I think they're just normal booster packs. I'm hoping. With 14 cards, this just seems like just a package of the 3, and then you get the promo card here. So Aang, Air Nomad, legendary creature, human avatar ally, flying and vigilance. Other creatures you control have vigilance. Okay. See, I know misprints. I don't think I've ever gotten a misprint. But yeah, that'd be cool. I'll look at them, see if we get anything crazy like that. So we're going for some big hits. So I'm very interested to open this first pack to see if it's going to be just a booster, just a regular booster. I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming it's just a regular booster. So that's what we're gonna go with. A clue. Blues Clues, Blues Clues, Blues Clues. Wall top sentries. I'm trying to think. Do I want to get a binder for Magic now? Just because I'm opening, packs. Do I get a binder just to collect? Just to have one. Oh, this looks awesome. Yeah, these look like just regular boosters. I actually really like the way that looks. Fireball lesson, instant, kicker, 4. You may pay an additional 4 as you cast the spell. Firebending lesson deals 2 damage to target creature. If this spell was kicked, it deals 5 damage to that creature instead. Okay, so it either does 2 or 5 damage. Hog Monkey. Okay, what's a Hog Monkey about? Let's see. Is mine? Yeah, there we go. Hog Monkey. It'll quench ya. Whoa, that just does not sound. This show is PG-13, man. This is not a PG-13 title for a card. Avatar enthusiasts. Earth Village ruffians. How to start a riot. Oh, this is funny. How to start a riot. Hey, riot. That makes sense to me. Jet's brainwashing. Alright, we're starting to get into the uncommons now. Katara bending prodigy. Unlucky cabbage merchant. Man, that's the worst. I hate when my cabbage gets torn through. Alright, so this is a rare. What is this? Katara the Fearless. I like this border. This other one was blue, and she's like a water bender. So this other one, bending prodigy, was water, but this one, this one is like multiple things. What is that? It's water, and then this other stuff. Water, tree, and sunburst. I don't know what they're called. I used to know when I played Magic for like a few months, like back when I was like 13 or 14, so about half my life ago, or longer than that actually. So a long time ago, over 20 years ago. Legendary creature. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so that thing happens twice. Whenever there's a triggering ability. I don't know if there's any triggering abilities. I don't know if they can use that. This ability's triggering to me. Oh no. Ooh, that looks cool. So we got a Fire Lord Azula, and this is a borderless card. This looks really good. Legendary creature, Firebending 2. Whenever you cast a spell while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Seems dope. I like that. This looks really good. I don't see any misprints or anything like that. And then we have our foil card, Earth Kingdom Protectors. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Then Kyoshi Village. Oh, this is land. I was wondering what the L meant. Okay, so this is a land. Oh, cool. This land enters tapped, and you can add a tree or one of these things. Oh, sweet. So you tap 4, tap this card, then sacrifice this land and draw a card. That's pretty cool. An ally token creature. And a clue. Get a clue, buddy boy. Get a clue. You know what? I'm tripping. Actually, what's funny is I actually want to buy some more Magic packs now. The artwork is really cool on here. Now, I never got into Avatar, but I know it was extremely popular with my generation, and it's still like fairly popular, or whatever. I never got into it, but I know like a lot of people were really excited about this set. 27.88. I don't know what that first pack weighed. 27.72. So we're gonna open this one. You know what? We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna weigh everything. Sorry I didn't weigh you initially. Oh, that one weighed, it says it weighed 28. So this was the heaviest pack. 28 even is what that says. Now this says this is 28 even. Why do you be playing with me like this? 27.79. We gonna open this one. Whew, why you be playing with me like this? You damn scale. I know I only paid like $15 or $20 for you, but shit. I need you to stop jumping. Yeah, this makes me want to open more packs of Avatar. As the cards look really good. Okay, clue. So same as what we just got. Rabbaroo Troop. Okay, Rabbit Kangaroo. Makes sense for a Rabbaroo. Rebellious Captives. Callous Inspector. Inspector Gadget. Oh, it's a cute little guy. Lost Days. Oh, he's cute. Cute little guy. Kyoshi Battle Fan. Platypus Bear. Man, they got a lot of like mixed up freaking creatures here. Is there like some sort of evil? Oh wait, this one is okay, cool. I haven't seen a lot of these. This one has like two different types, right? It has like the blue, so water, and then land. I think maybe the tree is land. Maybe they're all land, but they're different types of land. Yeah, this one is like dual. That's pretty cool. Knowledge Seeker. We all love some knowledge. Ooh, I like the way this card looks. This card looks awesome. I wonder what this means up top here. Like this one has a different border than like all the other cards, right? See that border? The top of that border is different. I wonder. I'll have to do some research and see. No, I don't think so. I think the rarity guide is like down here. So yeah, so this is uncommon. And then R obviously for rare, and then mythic is the rarest, so it's an M. I did do some research on that, but I don't know. There's something about this, like there's something about like the title. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, Mr. Smart Guy. Let's look and see. Let's look and see. Maybe you're onto something. Legendary creature. Yeah, they both have this. So all the legendary creatures do have this this border on top. So and this one does too. This legendary creature. So I think you're onto something. Yeah, I think you're onto something because this one, they all have that same border. They're all legendary creatures. Behold, he is the king of the nerds. He holds all the knowledge. Good call though. Good call, because I'm surprised I didn't see it on all those last ones. Right, there was like three of them in that last pack, but I just wasn't paying attention. June Bounty Hunter. June can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. 1, sacrifice another creature. Create a clue token. Activate only during your turn. It's an artifact with 2. Sacrifice this token, draw a card. So that's like what we looked at here. This clue. So I think this is something that she can do. I would assume more people can do that than just her. Ooh, I like the way that looked. Fire Nation Warship. Do you know if there's like some sort of like, ooh, this is a mythic, nice. Do you know if there's some sort of like specialty with like a legendary creature? Are you like limited to how many of those you can have in your deck, or what's the point of having the legendary creature like roll? Badger Mole Cub. So this is a mythic, right? So we see our little M down here. So this will probably be the biggest hit. Limited to 1 per game deck. Okay. I don't know what this is saying. AFAIK. Okay, so when this creature enters, Earthbend 1. Target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature. That's pretty cool. With haste, that's still a land. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies or is exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional grass thingy, whatever, land. Every mountain starts as a molehill. So that's actually a really good ability. I can see why this is a mythic card, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. I like that card. Tolls of War. Huh. As far as I know. Okay. Man. North Pole Gates. This land enters tapped. Oh, wait a minute. There's 2 things here. Oh, yeah, the ally that we looked at. Well, this one has 2. This one has 2 things too. Maybe that first one was that first thing, and I just wasn't paying attention. Let me go back to this one. Let's look at the land from here. Where's this land? Oh yeah, this one is the double land as well. You and me both, brother. Hey, did you forget to, or did you remember to, oh man, this pack wanted to be open. Jesus, that was the easiest pack I've probably ever opened in my life. I didn't even mean to open it, and it opened. So we can see that this Aang here, this promo card that they gave us, was a legendary creature. Let me read what this, oh, I already read this already, but yeah, this one is also a monk, token creature, monk with prowess, earthbending lesson. What kind of sorcery is this? Mongoose lizard. Okay, that must be like a thing. All their animals are just 2 of our animals mixed up. Pirate peddlers. Death touch. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Ooh, that probably would go well with that June card, because that June card lets you sacrifice a creature or sacrifice one of your creatures. So that's probably like a thing for this black color. Path to Redemption. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creatures can't attack or block. Saber-toothed moose lion. Take a look at this bad boy. Saber-tooth moose lion. Huh. So yeah, that thing's got 3 mixed up shits up in it. Abandoned attachment. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Okay. Way to cycle through your deck. That's not a bad card. I actually like that. Vigilance. Earth Kingdom Protectors. Professor Zay, Anthropologist. Okay, so we got another legendary creature. In case you guys didn't know, legendary creatures are limited to 1 per deck. So just so you know. I know my magic knowledge is growing more vast every day. Oh, we got 2 legendary creatures: an ape goat, Flopsy, Bummy's buddy. No, I just got that information from a very unreliable source as far as the legendary creature thing goes, so I probably wouldn't believe it. If I were you guys, don't take my word on that. Very unreliable source. Okay, Flopsy. That's just a cool name, Flopsy. Fire Nation Engineer, but he's black. Raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you attacked this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature or vehicle you control. They have vehicles in this game? What the hell? Okay, that one's uncommon, so we'll get to the rares now, I think. Earth Kingdom Lieutenant. Vindictive Warden. Okay, so this one only had 1 rare in it, so yeah. So I think that last pack was the pack that had the hit in it, and that was oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, GDP. Vindictive Warden. This is a menace. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Okay. And then we have a forest. Forest is the tree one. Then we have food. So not too bad. Not too bad. They did a really good job on these cards, though. So our hit from this pack, I'm just going to show this one so I don't have to show it at the very end. And I might anyways. I will say this is probably one of the hits right there. Because it's a borderless. And then, where was that mythic that I had? Where's a mythic here? Here it is. Oh, yeah. Who can forget the unforgettable Badger Mole Cub? Yeah, so this is the card of mythic rarity, and then this is, and these were in the same pack too, so that's pretty cool. And this one is rare, but it's a borderless rare card, so yeah, pretty dope. Pretty dope indeed. One of the things that prevented me from buying more of these was that they were like $7.50 a piece, and this is at Walmart, so I'm assuming that's MSRP because I've never seen Walmart sell, you know, these types of things for anything over MSRP. Obviously, that's what they do. So I think, excuse me, I think that's probably the lowest I'm gonna ever find them. But I did buy 4 more boosters. So I have those, and then I bought this because I wasn't sure. I probably would have bought more of these, but I just didn't know what was in them. But they're just 3 boosters. They're just 3 booster packs with the promo card in it, obviously. So we'll probably save the other ones for. If I would have known that these were all actual booster packs, I might have made this like an Avatar Magic the Gathering stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll go get some and do it tomorrow. No, tomorrow we got a box. We open in a box tomorrow. Matter of fact, I need to put up a poll. Put up a poll for you guys. Let me see. Manage poll. New poll. Let me see. What box should I open tomorrow? And speaking of that, I actually have a box of Magic the Gathering too. One of the Avatar ones. But these are your three options. And then we'll do 10 minutes. Sure, that's fine. All right. So there's a poll coming your way. Whoa. Yes. So three things that are up for oh my goodness. Three things that are up for being open tomorrow: PRBO2, OP-12, and then OP-13. So pick whichever one you guys would like to see me open tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. Again, like I said, I do have a box of these. I bought them like during their pre-release week because I just happened to go into one of the stores, one of the shops, and I had no idea that they were doing the pre-release, and they just had so much shit all over the place. I'm like, I just have to buy something. I have to buy it. So I bought a lot of things for Magic that day. But I'm pretty sure that's where I got the booster pack that had the that signature Jinx in it too, because I bought 3 booster packs from them. But I don't know for sure. Because I just mixed it in with the with my packs. All right. Speaking of Riftbound, we're gonna bound this Rift. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think that means in the comments. Has Eric had a stroke? Redback. Wrong game. Alright. Magma Worm. Huh. I know I have this, but this is pretty strong for a common card. I don't have a lot of these. This is a Freljord card. That's very interesting because the Freljord is like cold and frozen and, you know. Interesting. Other friendly units enter ready. Wow, this is really good for a common card. What the hell? Orb of Regret. Defying gravity. Call to Glory. Bilgewater Bully. Ride the Wind. It's so funny because like now everything is becoming more like recognizable to me because I've opened so many of these at this point. Now things are like, okay, wow, I know what this card does, right? I haven't played it before, but I know what the card does. Yeah, so that's very interesting. The Arena's Greatest. Discipline. Pirate's Haven. When you ready a friendly unit, give it +1 this turn. Rune Prison. I think this is a pretty popular card. Maddened Marauder. I have a few of these. It's a tank. When you play me, move a unit from a battlefield to its base. And then a Caitlyn. Damn it. Then we get a recruit. Oh well. That was a bummy pack. I had so much hope for it too. It just started out with such a banger. It's Magma Worm. Other friendly units enter ready. Ah, I see. So you can see down here, it says a river of flame in an ocean of ice. So this is probably yin and yang for where he lives. Since again, he lives in the Freljord. And I know about the Freljord. Alright, let's line these puppies up. See what we got here. No, I haven't even opened any One Piece yet. This is the first. I've opened some of the Avatar Magic the Gathering packs. Then I've opened that Riftbound pack that I just finished. And so we are starting on the One Piece OP-13 now. 37.62. That's not too bad. 4, 9. 3, 5. 7, 3. These aren't bad. These are not bad at all. 8, 4. Wow. I'm actually really surprised. These must be some unspoiled ones. And this one is an 8, 4, 2. It was showed 9, 1 for a second. Somebody call 911. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. Are you fine? What's up? Oh, okay, I mean you still can. I can't really see this. Oh, there we go. Fire. Amazing stream. All right. So this one will go right here. All right, this is how we're gonna do this. Open these, then this one, and this one is potentially the heaviest one. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, these things are. Show the fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. What is this? Is that? I don't even know what that is. It's like a snowman doing cartwheels or something. All right, what we got? What we got here? Redback. Nope. Windmill Village. Sunny Coon, very nice. I don't have a lot of him. Beppo. For whatever reason, like the green cards are really good in this set, and the green cards are just selling, but it's not one of the most popular decks that does well in like the tournaments and stuff. But the green cards are just, they're the number one seller, like by far. Like, I barely have any green, like I probably have like maybe 10 to 15 green cards at this point from OP-13 to sell. So any of the green cards that I can get, very, very welcome. Douglas Bullet, another one. The red cards are probably the least popular cards, which is, I never thought I'd say that. Probably next to purple. Another very, very popular card. And then a Silver's Rayleigh. Purple, actually purple is probably not that bad because because purple has Roger. People are buying stuff for Roger, so it's probably, I think red is the color that people aren't buying a whole lot of. All right, so this is one of 3 second to lightest packs. One of 3. Redback. Nope. Morgans. I think I might try and play like because every deck, and I'll say every deck, but most of the decks that I've played, it's just been Koala is like the main one I've really focused on. But I think I want to try and play like a card, and the Koala deck has an even curve, so it plays like cards 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is how you want to play that. So you typically try and go second. But I want to try and play a deck that goes like, that has an odd curve where you're trying to get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then 10. Just because I've not done it yet, and I really want to play Morgans. So he's a 3 cost, 4,000 power blocker. On play, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Nico Robin. The more green I can get, the better. Oh, and Asanji. Bam. Ooh. Did you guys ever get on that Arc Raiders together, brothers? Yeah, all these cards I still need to. So this is OP-13. This isn't as intimidating as that PRBO2 stack that I had. That thing was getting out of control. So hopefully, goal is for tomorrow to have these ordered and inventoried. Again, it's not too crazy, but if I can get those ordered, or excuse me, sorted and inventoried, then I'll be straight. Alrighty. I think I pulled this from this might be the heaviest pack. Ah, well. So I think I pulled from the wrong spot. Empty Throne. I have a few of these, but I'm still selling quite a few of the Empty Thrones. I haven't seen a whole lot for Emu deck. Atlas, another Sanji, and then a Newgate. Very nice. Not too bad on the super rares tonight. Those are pretty good. We got a one-piece card game before we got GTA 6. That's the thing kids are saying. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Odin, Vista, Buggy. Man. Oh, we did get some pretty good hits on the super rares. We got the Rayleigh, and then that Newgate. So let's see if we can get something like a secret rare. Like that, just give me something, guys. Here, alt. Kobe, again, all the green cards are selling extremely easily. Tony Chopper. Tony Chopper for you, Fane. Alright, and we get a damn leader pack. Of course, the Chopper had to be in the leader pack. Go. I thought he was a reindeer. Just kidding. Alright, just don't be a leader pack. Don't be a leader pack. Jimbei. Meteor Fist. Monkey D. Guard. No leader pack. Saint Ethan Baron Venus Joro. Alright, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the stack of the OP-13 that I have right now. So this isn't anything too crazy. I just need to get this sorted by color, and then I'll sort them by like number, and then from there I can inventory them and hopefully get them sold pretty quickly because the sales are going crazy. Let me see if I've gotten any sales since the stream started. I actually have not. Which, I mean, it's not. So this was in, these 7 sales that I had was in an hour and 15 minutes. It's 7 sales. Like, sometimes it's just like they crank it out and it's just kind of like, dude, I want a break. So what was this $8 card? Oh, he just bought a bunch of Uso Hachis. I think there were two people that bought a bunch of Uso Hachis. Yeah, two orders back to back. Bought up all the Uso Hachis. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, nothing too crazy or insane about that stream, but we're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, work. I'll be honest, work hasn't been super bad for me. They're just, you know, it's work. Oh. What's been stressful on me is working out. My freaking body is killing me. But you know, in the summer, when I hit all the swimming pools, this is my cousin talking. When I hit all the swimming pools, it'll be worth it. Fane, that sucks, man. See, that's one of the reasons I don't like being in the office is just because there are other people there, right? And that just sucks. Being around other people. People suck. And have somebody come in there. Yeah, to have somebody come in there, that's just super ass, man. So, I am sorry that happened to you. Tomorrow we are going to open a box. Let me check to see if this poll view results. Ooh, there's a tie between OP-13 and PRB02. So that means dealer's choice. Yeah, that means dealer's choice. I'll figure out between those two which one I want to open, and then we'll go from there. Cool, but I am grateful, obviously, for you guys coming, hanging out, chilling with me tonight. And tomorrow we'll be opening a box. Thanksgiving, I probably won't do a stream because it'll probably be, hanging out with the family and stuff. So I probably won't be doing a stream, but who knows? Maybe I'll get a wild hair and everything will end a little early. And I'll be able to do one, or I'll want to do one, I guess. But we'll see. We will see as far as that is concerned. But tomorrow we got Box Day. And until then, peace out. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again.
Rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math because he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we about to chop it up. TCG, level up, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up, backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains frozen. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.